Hey YouTubers, Overly Critical Critic back for another discussion video today about something that's been on my mind for the last couple weeks, and it's just something that I kind of want to talk about. But I finally set up my room in the basement of my home for right now, and so we're just gonna go into a little discussion. Does the press cover Hillary Clinton as they should? This also leads into the discussion of, do they cover Donald Trump too harshly? So here are a few of my thoughts in this video. So number one, I think that the press covers Hillary Clinton the way that they always have, and a little less in this election for a number of factors. Number one is that Donald Trump is a very polarizing and scary individual who has a lot of thoughts and opinions that just don't come off as very it's weird, patriotic. It's not patriotic. It's just they don't come out correctly. But this leads into the discussion of Hillary Clinton playing the game of traditional politics. So I'll give you a quick example. So Donald Trump, if you follow him or if you read any of the headlines, he tweets and he openly says crooked Hillary. He says an issue and then it's followed by crooked Hillary, or it's crooked Hillary and then an issue, and then usually it's followed by some way that he is going to fix the country or whatever. And that's just not how the game is played. Politics does not play like that. I think the American people want a president that has sort of class behind them, and while I don't really enjoy Hillary Clinton as a politician or many of her viewpoints, she does play the game of politics quite well. She's very friendly. I mean, a lot of her jabs at Donald Trump have been very classy. There was one ad that Hillary Clinton ran. It was an education ad, and it was just pure propaganda. You could see it. It was just very fake. But because it came off so classy, it was acceptable. And Donald Trump really doesn't get that. So going to the discussion of, does the press cover Hillary Clinton as they should, I believe they don't. I think that because Donald Trump plays this really tyrannical and just off figure, he's very polarizing. He's just not a traditional politic, and he doesn't play that game, that the press kind of lets the antics of Hillary Clinton and the things that she may have done, such as the email scandal, kind of slip through the cracks because Donald Trump is just coming through with these absurd things. And to be fair to both the press and to Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump does say these things. He does these things to himself. When he says stuff about, Dwayne Wade's cousin dying, and this is why African American voters are going to vote for him, that really doesn't help his case of becoming president. Or when he says that, Mexico is going to fund the wall that he's planning to build, and then the Mexican president says that they have never talked about that. That really doesn't help his case. But at the same time, the press has an obligation to cover both sides of the story and all sides of the spectrum, and the emails need to be addressed. And just are these, the legislation and the ideas that Hillary Clinton, are they going to be viable? I don't like Donald Trump at all. I think he's a terrible politician. I think he's even a worse person. But the one thing that I've always appreciated with Donald Trump, and the one thing I've always said to everybody that I liked about Donald Trump, is that he doesn't have to be bought off by lobbyists. He cannot be bought out because he is a billionaire. However he made that money, it does not matter because he has it. At the end of the day, he has it. A lot of people want to say, money can't buy happiness, but money can buy a lot of things. And in this political election, money buys a lot. Granted, money does buy votes, and let me just tell you why. Money buys votes because it buys, advertisements, aka kind of this like political propaganda. It buys TV time. It buys you these trips to be able to go. It buys you these campaign support, yada yada yada, merch, whatever, so on and so forth. So I want to see, going into the future, the press kind of take a little bit more of a stance on Donald Trump. On Hillary Clinton. I want them to say, Hillary Clinton does these things. Are these things really viable in the political landscape that she's going for? And I need them to think about Donald Trump and to give him kind of the what's it called, the reporting that he, as a figure and not as Donald Trump, sort of deserves. Okay, he doesn't deserve to be bashed all the time. I mean, I think he deserves it, but in the reporting landscape, there have to be some things about Donald Trump that kind of come to the forefront that may be good and not bad. But these are kind of wrapping up my opinions. I really hope that, going forth into this election, that I see more of an equal, reporting about Hillary Clinton, reporting about Donald Trump. I really want to see that happen in our current news landscape, because I think it's lacking, and I think it is very important for the public to be educated, because at the end of the day, the majority of the public, that matters about our president. Yeah, the press, I'm a journalism student. I understand the importance of the press, but the press has to do what their job is, and their job is to report the facts and to educate the public and to inform the public. And this is something that I think is more, individuals are being more educated about Donald Trump and his very bad viewpoints and his just horrible humanitarian ideals. And Hillary Clinton is kind of just left on the back burner, kind of just coasting through, because she's not like a Donald Trump type figure. But that's because she plays the traditional game of politics that has been played for decades. So that ends my little rant about this. If you like it, if you have a comment, or if you had any sort of discussion, or if you want to add to it, please leave a comment down in the discussion, in the comment section. I really do look at them and I do respond to them. You can see. And if you have any ideas, should I take notes? Should I put it in a notepad? Should I read from it? Should I be less informal? Should I dress up? Is the lighting better? What should I do? Just let me know. I'm a pretty open guy to criticism. This channel is all about growing and all about, expressing some opinions and thoughts that I have. And so let me know. And also, anything that you want me to take a stance on, or you want me to critique, please feel free to leave it down there in the comment section. I will check it out. But until then, I will catch you guys on the flip side. Bye-bye.